Hi, my name is Jacqueline Canada. I'm a realtor, and this video is to answer the question, why me as your realtor? So to get to that, I need to give you a little bit of background, so let me go back over my background. So I'm a native Texan. I've lived in Texas all my life, most of that time in Montgomery County, except for 7 years where I lived in Cleveland and did a lot of work in Montgomery County. Why I got into real estate. When I was 24, I was in a really bad car accident. I had 2 children at the time who were in the car with me. The kids were not injured, but I broke the C2 bone in my neck. At the time, we had one income, which was my husband, and I realized that had that car accident been him, we would be homeless. So I decided that I needed an income. We needed to have 2 incomes in case something ever happened. So I thought real estate. We had just bought our first house 4 years before that at the age of 20. And that was not the best experience, but I thought I can do that. And I thought real estate's something I can do part-time with my kids. Who was I kidding? And they make lots of money. Really? Google the average income for a realtor in the United States. It'll really open your eyes. So when I started my real estate career, I started with a large broker so that I could do training and learn from them. They were in Kingwood. And then after a few years, I moved to a small broker in Cleveland because obviously I lived in Cleveland. That was my area was 59 North. So I moved to that smaller brokerage, sold a lot of real estate between the two companies. And then I decided my next goal would be to become my own broker. So with, at that time, 3 kids, running a household, 3 kids, ex-husband, at the time was my husband, doing a lot of overtime, so a lot of that was on me. Scheduling appointments in between there, I decided to start the schooling in my free time, you know, when I was supposed to be sleeping, to do the broker real estate courses. And I just knocked it out as fast as I could, did a whole lot of studying for the test, because let me tell you, the real estate tests are no joke. So I did complete that, got my broker's license, opened my own office. Things were going well as far as career. I pretty much sold any kind of residential properties, land, homes with land, lots. And during that period, the home life wasn't so great. And I decided that I needed a 9-to-5 job to try to save my marriage. So I went into oil and gas. That was 2010. Started out in administration there. After about a year, ended up getting that divorce. So at the time had 3 small children, thankfully had a salary coming in to keep that household going. So I did a year and a half of administration, then I moved into training and development. And within the training and development, I was able to take classes on public speaking, training. I met a lot of people from all over the world. I was still with the same oil and gas company, but we had people coming in from all over the U.S. And then as far as our product line, it was all over the world, so I met all kinds of people coming in, which was really cool. But I just didn't feel like I was where I needed to be at the time. I wanted to be back in sales. I wanted to be in front of people. So I applied for a job selling power sections within the same company, and I had no idea what a power section was. I couldn't tell you the difference between a rotor and a stator. And I had met my husband now right before that, and he knew everything about motors. So I sat down with him and he gave me a crash course on the difference between a rotor and stator, which basically a stator has rubber and a rotor is the metal part, turns inside, mud shoots through, and it operates the bit on the bottom. So went into this interview, nailed it, got that position, which gave me the opportunity to travel all over the US selling power sections for oil and gas. I also was able to take some professional classes on sales and negotiation. I loved doing that. But I wasn't home very much. I traveled to Casper, to Midland, to Pittsburgh, and I was missing out on quite a few things that were going on at home. So with that, the downturn came right after I got into sales. So I made it through several layers of layoffs, and then in 2017 they let us know towards October that they would be shutting down our product line, and if we didn't find something within the company, then they were letting us go. So I looked in the career thing, looking for something, and there just wasn't anything. So I decided that to just go with the layoff, and in December of 2017, they did shut down our product line, and everyone who was still there was laid off. So I took that time to spend some time with my children, my husband, the new grandbaby, and our other grandbabies, and we did some traveling and just did some soul searching, trying to figure out where I needed to be. And I realized that I needed to get back to my passion. And my passion was helping people realize their dream of homeownership. So I got on track, looked at my license, which I had let expire several years before, and I called them. They said, well, you've got to take one class and retake the test, and you can't get your broker's license back. You've got to go back in as a realtor, do your 5 years time as a realtor, and then jump back in as a broker. Which wasn't a big deal because I had no plans of just opening an office. I wanted to go back under someone and learn what had changed over the last 10 years. So I took the test, passed it the first time, thank goodness, considering I hadn't been in class in a long time. And I started with this new broker, which I absolutely love. And I knew I can write a contract. I can write a contract with one hand tied behind my back. Not much had changed on a contract. But where I was lacking was marketing. Because back in the early 2000s, you sat in the office, you answered the phone, somebody called about a property, and you went and showed it. Or they called, they wanted to list a house, you went and listed it. There was no sitting in the office anymore. Times have definitely changed. All real estate is internet-based now, just like a lot of things in life. So I had to learn new marketing. So I set myself my first goal, and that was to learn social media marketing, because that's where it's at. I took the time and signed up for every class we had within our brokerage that I could attend to learn what was different in the market, how people were doing it. And then I took it a step further, and HAR offered a social media program. I signed up for that and made it my goal to finish that. And social media marketing class for HAR went over Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, touched a little on Snapchat, YouTube, Twitter. And so I found my niche in the social media, and that's where I'm going with it. So after finishing the classes, I got a designation, a social media pro designation, and I decided, I really need to do a little more on the marketing. So HAR offered another class called Strategic Marketing Specialist, and I went after that designation. It was 9 classes for that one, and it really helped me out whenever video and stuff, which, to be totally honest, doing this video is way out of my comfort zone. I was the type of person where my kids are doing Snapchat videos, do not video me. Dude, I don't want to be on your video. Please don't do that. So bear with me if you see some twitching or anything, because I'm really nervous doing this video. Anyhow, so I finished the 9 classes, got my second designation as Certified Strategic Marketing Specialist, And then I have the other one, the Social Media Pro. But my learning doesn't end there. This business is continuously changing. I will always be learning from everyone to adapt to the change. If I don't know the answer, I'm going to find someone to teach it to me. So as of 2019, I have 15 years experience in sales, most of which is in real estate. When it comes to residential real estate, I've pretty much done it all. Homes, lots, land, homes with land, rentals, foreclosures, short sales, and then as far as loans, I've dealt with VA loans, FHA loans, USDA loans, down payment assistance programs. As a matter of fact, my very first home we purchased with the Seth down payment program, and my oldest daughter also used this program to purchase her first home at 20. I've dealt with first-time buyers, sellers moving up, sellers downsizing, divorce sales, estate sales. I've pretty much, as far as residential goes, done it all. And I keep my license under residential. I haven't ventured into the social market because, again, my passion is homeownership. So, as far as why me as your realtor, I'll start with my goal. My goal as your realtor is to be referable. Because if I'm referable, then I've met my customer service promise to you. A real estate transaction is usually the biggest investment and emotionally involved purchase or sale we can ever go through. After all, this is your home. My customer service promise consists of educating you every step of the process. No question is too small or unimportant. Negotiating the best deal in your best interest. Your interest is my goal. Marketing your home to as many buyers as I can reach. And that goes along with HAR, Zillow, Trulia, Homes.com, Realtor.com, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. It's marketed everywhere. The next step is helping you understand everything you sign. Real estate contracts can be stressful, but my goal is to help you understand everything you sign. And most importantly is communication. I will keep all parties informed every step of the way. Not just you, your lender, the title company, if you're the buyer, the seller's agent. If I'm your seller's agent, I'll keep the buyer's agent informed, keep the title company informed, and stay in touch with the buyer's lender to make sure we're on task to close on time. I'll keep you informed of the market changes so that we can close in a timely manner for the most amount of money possible. So with that being said, why me is simple. I'm passionate about home ownership. I know the area. I've got the business expertise to be that one realtor you're sure to use again and willing to refer. Don't hesitate. Put your mind at ease. Reach out to me today via phone, text, email, private message. Let's get you going on your dream home. Thank you.